Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to explore one of the most fascinating periods in history, the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. It was a time of intense competition and innovation, as these two superpowers vied for supremacy in space exploration. Let's dive in and discover some interesting facts about this historic period. The space race was a competition between the United States and the Soviet Union that began in the late 1950s and lasted until the early 1970s. It was a Cold War-era rivalry that was motivated by military, scientific, and ideological reasons. Fact 1. The space race began on October 4, 1957, when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite. This event shocked the United States and sparked fears that the Soviet Union was ahead in the field of technology and could potentially launch a nuclear attack from space. Fact 2. In response to Sputnik, the United States created the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, in 1958 to coordinate its space program. NASA's first major achievement was the launch of the Explorer-1 satellite in 1958. Fact 3. The first manned spaceflight was made by Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin in April 1961, when he orbited the Earth once aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft. The United States responded with its own manned mission a month later, when astronaut Alan Shepard became the first American in space aboard the Freedom 7 spacecraft. Fact 4. The most famous event of the space race was the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, when American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin "Buzz" Aldrin became the first humans to set foot on the moon. The mission was watched by millions of people around the world and is still considered one of the greatest achievements in human history. Fact 5. The Soviet Union also had its share of achievements, including the first spacewalk by cosmonaut Alexei Leonov in 1965, and the first space station, Salyut 1, in 1971. Fact 6. The space race ended in the early 1970s, as both the United States and the Soviet Union shifted their priorities towards other issues such as arms control and détente. However, the legacy of the space race lives on, as it inspired a generation of scientists, engineers, and explorers, and pushed the boundaries of human knowledge and capabilities. Fact 7. The first animal to orbit the Earth was a dog named Laika, sent by the Soviet Union aboard Sputnik 2 in 1957. Unfortunately, Laika died a few hours after launch due to overheating. Fact 8. The United States' first manned space program was called Project Mercury, and it lasted from 1958 to 1963. It aimed to put a human in orbit around the Earth. Fact 9. The Soviet Union's first space station, Salyut 1, was launched in 1971 and was occupied by cosmonauts for nearly a month. It was followed by several more Salyut stations and the famous Mir station, which was in operation from 1986 to 2001. Fact 10. The United States' Space Shuttle program, which operated from 1981 to 2011, was the first reusable spacecraft system in history. It consisted of 5 orbiters, Columbia, Challenger, Discovery, Atlantis, and Endeavour, that were used for scientific research, military missions, and launching satellites. Here comes the bonus facts. The Soviet Union and the United States had several joint space missions during the 1970s and 1980s, including the Apollo-Soyuz test project in 1975, which was the first international manned space mission. The last human to walk on the moon was astronaut Gene Cernan, who was part of the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. Since then, no human has traveled beyond low Earth orbit. In addition to the United States and the Soviet Union, other countries have also launched their own space programs, including China, Japan, India, and the European Space Agency. These programs have contributed to our understanding of space and have led to new discoveries and technologies. And there you have it, some interesting facts about the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. It was a period of intense competition and innovation that pushed the boundaries of what was possible in space exploration. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this, and we'll see you in the next video.